Everybody, Dr. Singer back again talking about our condition of the month, which is high blood pressure. So we're just going to be talking a little bit about one of the biggest things that you can do to help to lower that blood pressure, and it is de-stressing your mind, right? Because if you think about this, if you're constantly stressed out, that is, your body's going to be producing these hormones which are going to be able to activate your stress response in the body, which in turn will create high blood pressure, right? So what are some simple things that we can do on a daily basis that are going to make sure that we can keep our mind calm, okay, and helps us to shift into our rest and repair and lower that blood pressure? So one thing you can do, meditation. So meditation has a calming effect. We know that it shifts us into our rest and digest period, or part of our nervous system, which will lower our blood pressure, right? So how do we do that? Simple things that you can do. The easiest thing that you can do is just a nice simple breathing pattern, right? So a couple times a day, you can do this as long as you want. You can do 2 seconds up to an hour or 2 hours. It doesn't matter, right? But let's talk about just a simple thing. I would recommend maybe like 4 minutes of just sitting there and breathing, right? So a simple way to do it: in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can do that up to 4 minutes, and if you just did that one time right now, you already will start to feel a calming effect on your nervous system. So taking time, what I like to do is just set an alarm and schedule it, right? So if you schedule this, it's going to actually happen. So that's one. We could also talk about things as simple things, just doing things that you love to do. Taking a small walk, right, through the park. And I would recommend, if you're going to walk through the park, take your shoes off. Get your feet connected to the ground. That's called grounding, and actually it's going to help to also lower your blood pressure, because the earth is going to start sending you positive, happy. It sounds really silly, but actually going to send you electrons, and it's going to help to de-stress and actually detoxify your body. So there's a nice simple way that you can do that. Walking, okay. Finding an activity that you love to do with either your spouse or your friends. All of those things are going to help to definitely lower that blood pressure. So those are 3 quick little tips on making sure that we can de-stress our life. I hope you enjoyed them, and we'll see you soon.